Today we're going to be talking about breathing exercises. Now, when we talk about breathing exercises in the past, we talk about them being relaxing or energizing or whatever it is. Now, when you're stressed, you just naturally take a big deep breath, right? You or whatever it is to make yourself calm down. And that's the point of breathing exercises for sleep. It helps you to calm down. There are a few things it does for you. It lowers your cortisol. That's what the deep breathing, sort of when you're stressed, does. So if you have a high amount of cortisol in your system trying to go to sleep, then some deep breathing will help that. It increases your heart rate variability. Now, this is something that is sort of new to me anyway. I've heard about some other heart things, how much oxygen can get into your blood, however fast, and cardiovascular health, and all great. But heart rate variability is one that I haven't heard of before. 6 months or so ago, I started hearing about it. And basically it is, from what I understand, it is the fact that your heart should have a varying speed or rate of which it pumps. Not always the same pump, 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 but just has a varying depending on what your body needs, I guess, at the time. So if you don't have a high ability for your heart to have a varying rate of heart rate, if you don't have the ability for your heart to go up and down in speed, then that can cause you problems, and it seems to cause problems for sleep. Breathing exercises also improve your muscles and your diaphragm and your core, so that helps with comfort and your ability to breathe easily when you're trying to get some sleep. So those three things are why you should consider doing some deep breathing exercises. Now, we've talked about these as a thing to do instead of something else, but this time we're just talking about doing it because it is going to help you. You can do all those other things if you want, but here's breathing exercises as another option for you. So there's lots of different breathing exercises. When you start looking at breath work, you'll find that there are relaxing breathing exercises. We're going to talk about 3 of those today. And there's also energizing ones that kind of get you ready for the day and get you hyped up. So you've got to be careful when you're talking about breathing exercises, which ones you're doing for which purpose. So here we're going to talk about the 3 things that, 3 breathing exercises you can use to relax and get some of that cortisol, that stress out of your system, get you ready for sleep. The first one is the box breath. It's I guess standard is a 4-4-4-4, 4 sides of a box, right? You breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4 seconds, you breathe out for 4 seconds, and you hold it for 4 seconds. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll show you how those work in a minute. And the second one is a short inhale and a long exhale. That's it seems like your vagus nerve relaxes when you're breathing out. So that's going to help you with your cortisol levels and get you relaxed. So the longer you can breathe out, the better for this one. So you breathe in as fast as you can and then out slow. And then there's alternate nostril breathing, which is another relaxing breath work program where you just breathe in from one nostril, in and out, and then switch in and out. And so those 3 are relaxing breathing exercises. So we'll demonstrate them, right? So the box breathing is you breathe in for 4, right? Breathe in for 4, exhale, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold for 4. And however many you want to do, you can do 10. You can do it for a couple minutes. You can do it whatever your system is going to work. Short inhale, long exhale. So that's the idea. You breathe in short, and then you exhale as long as you can, and give your vagus nerve that chance to relax, I guess. And then also alternate nostril breathing. That's again just and again, as many times as you feel you need to relax. All right, so now, how do you use breathing exercises for sleep? I've demonstrated in my way the 3 that you can use, 3 basic ones you can use for relaxation. And so when do you do them? Do you do them like an hour before bed, just before dinner, first thing in the morning, whatever? Okay, so essentially the standard is you do your box breathing or your whatever breath work you're going to do just before bed. You can even do them in bed. So basically you be one of the last things you do before you go to sleep. So if your bedtime is 10 o'clock, then maybe start your box breathing or at 9:55, right? And then add a breath, for each day or each week or whatever, until you get to the point where you're doing 10 or 15 minutes of deep breathing to get you into a nice relaxed mode and ready for sleep. So there you go. Breathing exercises. They're a great thing to do. They're a great thing to do instead of other things, but they're also just a great thing to do because you're wanting to relax.